Hello, my name is Christine Riccio. And welcome to my writing vlog! The trials and tribulations of writing a book. Hi. So last we left off, I was working on the synopsis for my fourth novel. Now, I've been calling a lot of different things the synopsis, so I wanted to clarify before we jump into that. Now, when I say synopsis for the novel, I mean like an essay version of an outline, because I hate outlines so much. I get carried away and they get so long. I have shifted to synopsizing instead of outlining so that I don't get carried away. I still find it hard as shit, as you're about to see, to break through an outline since I'm a pantser. I like to write by the seat of my pants with no guardrails. But I had to write a synopsis, and this, what we're about to see, is that journey. This episode, we do the books 4 synopsis. We've got other book 3 stuff happening. Let's jump back in time and see how that went. Roll back the clock to the dawn of time and sing this song with me. Do, 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 do. Roll back the rock, turn back the clock. It's May 13th and I'm working on the synopsis of my 4th book. I'm just about rounding the end of Act 1 in my synopsis. I'm at 4 pages. And I'm guessing the rest of the synopsis will be less detailed since I haven't written it yet. So I only have a general idea of what happens. Oh, hi babes. Want to play with Ducky? Yeah. Hello. I'm having a rough day. I'm in a bit of an anxiety spiral. I'm just having trouble writing the fucking synopsis without writing the book. And I've had now a chat with Kat. I've had a chat with John. I've had many chats out loud to myself. I've left Kat another like 7 Voxer messages. So I'm trying to figure out how the book ends. But I can't really land on an ending until I write the middle, because the middle has so much characterization and so much growth that I've yet to really explore. It's all gonna depend on like what happens. And I can't tell you exactly what happens until I write it, because I'm a fucking pantser. So I can't even exactly tell you their growth arcs until I write them. Like I know generally that they will do certain things because of the push and pull of their relationship, and that will force them to grow in different ways. Like I know those, but I don't know exactly the ways. I hate this. I have like 6 potential endings that I've written down, and I don't know which one will be right. I don't know if any of them will be right. Like that's why every time I come up with an ending, I'm like, oh, that could work. And I talked to Kat and she was like, why don't you just write a paragraph about each of her main relationships? Ideally, like I like that idea, but can I write it without knowing the book? I just have a hard time because I want the synopsis to have like the perfect beats, but like it can't have perfect beats until I write it. I only have less than 48 hours before I'm supposed to hand it in. I'm panicking, and it's already like 9:30. I guess I'm gonna stay up, so I should have an oatmeal so that I can stay up and keep thinking. Like I keep crying because like I'm so frustrated and anxious, and that's what happens. I just need a release, and the crying is it. I had like a big cry fest to Sabrina Carpenter's song. Like I just listened to it like 20 times on repeat and cried earlier today while I was spiraling, and it did feel good, but we're still here. We're still fucking here. Why is this so hard? I can't wait to like figure this out. Like I know it's gonna feel so good once I get it done, but I just hate that in my head I'm thinking like it's gonna go on further than I want to. I'm not gonna be able to hand it in late in the night tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna be there because I want to read through my entire Act 1 again, and now I'm making some changes as I plot out the rest of the book to Act 1. So I have to go back around and change those things. So I can't like give them Act 1 and then have a different plot running through the synopsis. Like it has to match. Yeah. So, fuck. Bellamy, are you concerned with all my cursing? You were. I saw your face and I missed it. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. What? Am I bothering you? Okay, I'll go away. I'll leave you alone. After talking to 1,000 people and having a million spirals, I've got a semblance of the end, like a sketch sketch of it in my head, and I wrote out the whole synopsis, and then I talked to Natasha, and I fleshed it out even more. So I'm gonna try to sit down, work on it a little longer. Oh wow, look at that, I don't have to bend over. It feels great to be making progress after so many anxiety-filled hours of just thinking and feeling shitty and crying. So we're looking up. My bed is a fucking mess. Future Christine really's got a lot of work to do on this room. Getting the ideas just makes me want to write the whole thing, but like I feel like I'm skipping stones on the story, you know? It's like point, but I don't get to draw the connective tissue yet, which is the fun part of any book, the dialogue. Yo, it's 2:55 a.m. and I'm just popping in while the shower gets warm because it's freezing. I finished my synopsis. In a way, I feel like I got to the end of the book, even though, you know, I didn't at all. Like, this is how it feels to get to the end of an outline. I have all the building blocks. Tomorrow I have to, like, go through the entire Act 1 and rewrite what I've changed, but, like, holy crap, damn. I mapped out a 4th book. You didn't see all the struggle because I don't film all the struggle because, like, I just feel like shit, but there was so much struggle in the past few days. Good morn slash good news. I've gotten a late start because I went to bed really late last night, and it's May 15th, the day before my deadline of May 16th. Time to go through the entire Act 1. I have a full synopsis. I have a book map. La 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 la. I have to change Act 1 to match the book map. It's gonna be grand. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get through Act 1 again. Hopefully it'll be smooth sailing. Of course, I had a million emails this morning and a million text messages and a million stupid things to respond to. I think I've gotten the emails done and I've responded to the texts and I've scheduled the appointments. It's time to work. I have till tomorrow, and I might have to ask for the day tomorrow too, but I'm pretty confident that I can get it done latest by end of day tomorrow. I'm so excited to finish this. Like, once I finish this, I have like a modicum of freedom for a second. I haven't felt that in a long time, since last year. This whole year has just been like, must get book 3 done, must get book 4 done. The hills are alive with the sound of rom-coms. La, 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 la. Well, folks, it's only 8:31 and I ain't feeling too great. Staying up till 4 a.m. last night is catching up, and I've got a lot to get through still. I took a quick 20-minute cat nap, and I'm on page 38 of 142. Shit. I hadn't looked at that yet, so I don't know what I'm doing. It might behoove me to go to bed at a reasonable hour and then get up early and just tell my agent that, like, I think I might need to work through tomorrow, but I'll have it to her by the 17th. I'm still supposed to write one more thing too, and I don't know if I can write one more thing with my brain like this. I hope I can at least get to page 100. We'll see. Dude, I've made it to page 60 and I am hurting everywhere, so I have to do some yoga. I'm gonna put Bridgerton on. I need to take a fucking break. It's 10:30. I haven't had oatmeal. My stomach's been like weird from my anxiety. I feel like I need oatmeal to keep going, but it's past 10 o'clock. I don't know when I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't know what to do with my life. I look so tired. Like, my eyes are so tired. I have to maybe take this break, take a shower, do a little bit more and go to sleep, get up early and try to do more in the morning. Every intense night is followed by a day where I'm too tired to do shit. I mean, 60 pages isn't too shabby, but it's not 142 pages, and that was the goal. I'll get it done by tomorrow. I just killed a fucking mosquito that looked like it was from the dinosaur age in my fucking room. It just came out of nowhere. It was huge. I'm not exaggerating when I say it's the size of my hand, all right? And it just came out of nowhere, flew by my fucking face. I took the tissue box off my nightstand and chucked it at it because it was flying toward the bathroom, and I hit it. And then it fell to the ground, and I threw a shirt that's on the ground on top of it, and then I stomped on it with my shoe that I had down there after that. And it died on my rug. It was disgusting. How did it get in here? Like, How did it get upstairs? It must have come in when I let Bellamy out for his last walk. It must have snuck the fuck in, flew upstairs. That was nasty as fuck. I never want to see that fucker again. I mean, I killed him, he's dead, but like, oh my god, ew. Bellamy panicked. He was like, what is that? And I lost my mind for like 30 seconds, but it's okay. I just ran through the synopsis, making some changes that Kat and I talked about this morning because I left her a whole voice message reading like basically the entire synopsis. I was like, let me know if any of that doesn't work for you. All right, hello. I'm wearing my Iron Man glasses because I'm feeling most unkeep today on May 16th, my deadline. It's been a really rough day, but here we are at 8:25 p.m. I have finished my synopsis and I went through it twice. Proofread it, smoothed it out. I've gone through all of Act 1, smoothed it out, made any changes I needed to make. The hard part is done, and now I just have to write one more thing, like a page long, and I'm just gonna take a little break before I do that. I'm just falling apart, man, because I didn't sleep last night either. It's been a while since I had a good night's rest, and a good night's rest makes a huge difference in your overall well-being in so many different ways. Shit, you guys, I just handed it in. What time is it? It's late. It is 12:30. That took 2 hours. And I called Natasha because I just kept second guessing everything I wrote. And I was like, does this make any sense to you? She's like, yes. I was like, oh, okay. I got a headache, so I'm gonna go take a Tylenol. And I'm gonna take the dog out. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna eat. What a time. High five, guys. That synopsis was so grueling for so long, and then once it started flowing, it was magic. And that's the magic of writing. Like, you go through the pain to get to the glory. The sense of accomplishment that swelled in me at finishing it was immense and so satisfying. And there are days now where I just am like, should I be writing? No, I should be taking advantage of this time to do video stuff, but should I be writing? Because I'm thinking about writing, I'm having ideas about writing, and the 4th book brings me so much joy. But really, I think I should just be living my life, because living life refuels the creative wells. That's why, like, I should do Hinge during this time. I know I should. I should go on some dates, figure shit out, meet new people. But like, I love just meeting the people in my books. They're so much safer and so much more fun because I control everything they do and say, you know? I literally did an experiment yesterday where I went and opened Hinge, and there's like so many matches that we matched and never spoke to each other. That happens all the time on Hinge. And if you don't have like the mental capacity to open conversation when it matches, you just let it sit. So I went through every single one last night. I was feeling ready. I had the capacity. I was feeling loopy, honestly. I was like in one of those moments where I was like, this is gonna be hilarious. And I just didn't give a fuck and opened every conversation with every like kind of abrupt, random, hilarious thing that came into my head. And I ended up having 2 fun conversations. My wall calendar ran out, and I now don't like to live without a wall calendar. I can't see my month properly without it. And what was happening is it kept falling out of the wall. The push pin kept falling out. My nightmare is a push pin falling out and then getting lost on the floor and then stepping on it. Or my dog stepping on it. And I can't find the fucking push pin from the last time it fell out. And I just got a new calendar, Wanderlust, and I can't hang it up because I only had 1 push pin because I stole it from my ex-boyfriend because I had my calendar hung up at our old apartment with it. And now I have lost my 1 push pin, and thus I have lost my ability to hang up my calendar unless I want to use moving tape. Maybe I do like this. Okay, I need another piece. To travel is to live. True story. But to live is to live too. You guys! I just got an email! Book 3 has a release date. Book 3 has a release date. Book 3 has a release date. Oh my god. When am I allowed to tell you? And the email says I'll have a cover soon. The release date is earlier than I thought, y'all. It's earlier than I thought. I have release date. I have release date. Oh man. I gotta email some people back now. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. All right, it's the eve of Speak Now Taylor's version, and I just got an email from my editor saying something about rough sketches. So I think it's rough sketches of the book cover of my third book. But I ran to turn you on before I could look any further. I was like, must get camera. I haven't looked at anything. I literally just got a matcha and I haven't touched it. Okay, Bellamy threw up in the car, just like a bunch of nothing. But I had to go clean it up. Then I got this email and I just ran to set up a camera. All right, whew, so excited to show this to you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I haven't even looked at that. Okay, it's not final at all. It's a rough sketch. Okay, I am so nervous. Okay. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, oh my god, I don't even know. Okay, I think I like this with that. Fuck yes. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited, yay!
Book 3 is getting so real. So what happens usually is when my editor sends me the cover sketches, I take the day to like think them through and stare at them, and then I write an essay about my thoughts because the cover is a really big deal. And this artist is so cool. I was just looking at their website, at their other art. I can't believe I have a cover, almost cover. I can almost tell you, I can almost reveal a cover, like just to almost be able to do anything. It's so exciting, so exciting. So I sent out my essay last night after a full day of thinking through what I wanted to say about the cover. I got an email asking about blurbs. Now, if you've been around since like the writing chronicles for Again But Better, or if you went back and watched them, they're available on my channel. All 1 million episodes! You know that blurbs were the bane of my existence for Again But Better. If you're not familiar, let me show you a blurb. So I had to send out like personal emails to other authors to blurb it, and it's to write like a little sentence about what they thought of it that you could put on the cover, right? So at the time, I was supposed to make a list of like 20 potential people who could blurb it and then email them and ask if they would blurb it, and it was I hated it so much. Oh my god. I hate asking people to do things, and I know how much of a commitment it is to read a book, and I just hated it so much. It was just like, I just kept having like panic attacks with every email I had to send. Colleen Hoover was so lovely and kind enough to read and blurb my first novel, Again But Better. The blurb she gave is, Again But Better is a fantastic debut novel, entertaining, clever, and impossible to put down. And then Christina and Lauren were kind enough to also agree to blurb it, and their blurb says, a story about finding love and finding yourself. Prepare to be completely charmed. They were so kind and lovely. I am so grateful that 2 authors took the time to read and blurb my first novel. And now we have to reach out for blurbs for my 3rd novel. I've gotten the question, like, what's your least favorite part of being an author? And it's probably outlining the full book before I've written it and asking for blurbs. Blurbs! I'm hoping that my next video is like presenting you with book 3. The title, the back of the book copy, the cover, maybe even the release date. So much coming! Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here, I'd really appreciate you hitting the like button if you haven't yet. And if it's not too much trouble to leave a comment, I love your comments, and also it helps the video out. And I'm in a weird place on YouTube where it's not pushing my video out to many people at all unless people engage with it. So all those things are really helpful, and I really appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Bye! I've taken to just covering the camera now instead of ducking out of the shot. I guess got bored of the ducking out of the shot, and like TikTok has got me used to doing what Kat used. Kat was doing this before TikTok and made it popular. And that ain't no life, baby. Bye bye. Bye bye.